You don't hear the catchphrase, "Get her done," as much anymore. If you're a Larry the Cable Guy fan, you might be wondering why. What happened to Larry? And why was there an online rumor in July 2023 that he passed away? Here's where Larry is now. If you never thought you'd hear a shocking statistic about Larry the Cable Guy, this might surprise you. One of the infrequent times that Larry, aka comedian Dan Whitney, was seen in 2023 was at the invited celebrity classic at Las Colinas Country Club in Irving, Texas. That's Larry as of April 21st, 2023, walking off the 13th tee. The picture was included in an article about Larry in the Telegraph, and they reported that Larry has cut his touring schedule by a shocking 90% since 2015. Larry is currently 60 years old. He also has a place in Florida with his family, and Larry told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that he only tours 10% as much as he did when he first started doing comedy dates in sold-out stadiums. Although Larry said, "I still love being on stage." He also confessed to the media outlet, "But you get sick of traveling." When you see how that 10% translates into actual tour dates, it's pretty unbelievable. Larry became famous as part of Jeff Foxworthy's Blue Collar Comedy Tour in 2000. After, he began touring on his own as Larry the Cable Guy. Larry admitted that he was touring on average 287 days out of the 365 days each year between 2003 to 2015. So that back-breaking schedule went on for 18 years. Now, Larry works an average of 24 days a year. The rest of the time, Larry spends with his wife Kara and teenage son Wyatt and daughter Reagan in Florida, or at his farm outside of Pawnee City, Nebraska. Larry tells a pretty crazy story about what it's like raising young kids on a tour bus. They ate, slept, and even got bathed on the bus. And as his kids got older, Larry realized it was time to start slowing down. He also listened to the advice of his good friend and mentor, Jeff. Larry said that Jeff once told him the real truth about life on the road. Jeff said, "You only get to see your kids grow up once, and if you don't have to be somewhere, don't do it." Larry said he took Jeff's advice to heart. And when it came time for his son and daughter to enter middle school, Larry revealed that he changed his schedule completely. But Larry's fans wanted to know another side to the story, because anyone who reduces their job by 90% might be worried about losing valuable income. Larry made another confession, and it involved Karen. Larry said, "I have an awesome wife who is good with finances. We did all the right things." Although Larry also joked that he didn't buy gold toilets, and he and his wife saved their money wisely. They also started the Get Er Done nonprofit foundation to assist veterans and their children. In addition, Larry signed a deal with Netflix. His last stand-up special was Larry the Cable Guy Remains Seated. Larry has also appeared in Netflix features like We've Been Thinking, and Larry reunited with Jeff for that project. This might sound crazy, but Larry even took over Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's role in Tooth Fairy 2, as well as Arnold Schwarzenegger's role in Jingle All the Way 2, proving Larry is an excellent substitute actor in family-friendly movie sequels. Dan Whitney, the real Larry, grew up on a Nebraska pig farm and grew up wearing the sleeveless plaid shirts that Larry is famous for. He left the farm at just 16 years old. Later, he moved to Decatur to enroll in a Southern Baptist college. That's where Dan claims he learned Larry's Southern accent. These days, Larry's passion includes playing golf. He said at age 60, it's one of those activities you can still do. Larry is known to be a competitive guy, and he's got an ulterior motive when it comes to his stand-up touring schedule. Because he loves golf so much, Larry says he generally books his comedy dates around charity events at golf tournaments. Even though Dan never intended to be a comedy megastar, Larry's comedy appearances at charity or corporate events allegedly earn him between $150,000 to $299,000 per event. It sounds like a win-win for everyone. But Dan also made a shocking confession about what it's like performing as Larry. He said, "My memory isn't as good as it used to be." Larry even occasionally loses his place during a comedy set, so he started to use cue cards to remind him of some jokes. But Dan sees the humor in that, and Larry has even started to crack some jokes during his set about getting older. Larry is also supplementing his income with a weekly show on Sirius XM. It's called Larry the Cable Guy and the Fun Bunch. Fans can catch the show every Wednesday. If you listened to the show before, you probably noticed that the format has changed significantly, and Larry has a shocking reason for that. He told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that his Sirius XM show used to do a week in review, but the news got so crappy. Larry did not set out to add to the hate and division in the country today. So he admitted, "We just talk nonsense. We want people to tune in and laugh." Larry can also laugh all the way to the bank, based on one hugely successful franchise he was involved in.
I play Mater in the awesome movie Cars.
Larry began a successful run as a voiceover artist in 2006. He was the voice of Mater in the hit animated film Cars. And Mater also appeared in 2 Cars sequels. Larry continues to be involved with the Cars franchise. He said, "I'm always doing voiceover work for some sort of video game or talking toy somewhere. Last year, Larry was also involved in a version of Cars 4. He explained that it could have been a movie, but Disney Plus decided to rebrand another Cars sequel into an animated project called Cars on the Road, featuring Mater and Lightning McQueen on a fun road trip. The project is aired as 9 segments that are 10 minutes long. It sounds like fun to do, but a major downer happened to Larry in July 2023. He was the subject of an online hoax that claimed he had passed away. Larry took to social media to prove the rumor was a lie. Of course, he posted a message loaded with typical Larry the Cable Guy humor. Larry wrote that some haters might love for him to pass away, and he said he didn't know why that was. Larry joked that the haters might be jealous of my 1980s Dolph Lundgren, circa 1980s, looking body. Larry confirmed he is still alive. He also joked that he was currently putting icy hot on 65% of my body after trying to put on my socks. Larry feels that someone spreads this fake rumor about once every year. Thankfully, he said, I'm fully mobile, and his fans are grateful that Larry the Cable Guy is still alive and well.